The referees lead out both the teams here at the Duler Stadium at Mapusa. Today's referee is Tejas Nagvenkar, along with his assistant referees. As the players meet each other minutes before kickoff, Kalangut Association in their full blue strip, while Youth Club of Manora is in the full red strip. Captain of Kalangut Association today is Melvin Lobo, and the captain for Youth Club of Manora is the number 3 Joywin Carnero. Youth Club of Manora having their final words before the start of this season. Kalangut Association finished an impressive 4th last year. And we're off. It's match number 2 of the 2021-2022 Goa Pro League, and there's already a chance here for Youth Club of Manora. Sloppy back passes from Kalangut Association, and the first few seconds of the game almost saw us having our first chance. The defender and the goalkeeper who plays it out towards the right wing. Both teams quite happy to play attacking football, and another loose pass means that Youth Club of Manora have a chance right down the right wing, but it's tidied up there by Moses, who made the initial mistake. An exciting prospect for the next 90 minutes. By Aniston Fernandez, who tries to keep possession for his team, and now they're trying to hold the ball, play out from the back. It's Aniston Fernandez again. He tries to play towards the left wing, but doesn't really work out as he would have wanted it to. Ushering his troops upfield. It's another well-contested header, and there's a chance now for Barreto. He gets pushed off the ball legally, says the referee, and Manora looking for a counter-attack. That's a good ball down for the right wing. There's a chance. Can he put a ball into the box? It's a good cut in. He moves back onto his right foot, and another good shot, and it's a great shot. It's a chance, and that's the first goal of the game for Youth Club of Manora. Sweden Barbosa with a cool, collected finish towards the bottom left corner, off the goalkeeper with a good save. Nicholas with a great run down the right wing. A bit of a tussle in the midfield, but Manora come with the ball again, and it's a chance for Barbosa again. Sweden Barbosa, can he make it 2 this time? He looks for the cross, but another parry away from Paramveer. This time he's lucky it doesn't fall. Justin Barbosa over it. He takes a shot. It's gone into the wall, and follow-up goes wide. Another good ball down the center to find Barreto, and then a long ball towards the right, but another good bit of shielding by the Manora defense. And number 15 Chaitan comes in. The chance now, it's fallen to someone, and it's a chance. He's just put it over the bar. That's the best chance of the game for Kalangut so far. Fraser Vegas, and you've got to finish those chances. A good touch with his left foot. The defenders were stagnant. Goalkeeper does well to smother him, but Fraser really should have put that to bed. Rohan whips the ball towards the edge of the box. It doesn't really work out for them. And a bit of a passing frenzy leaves the ball to come back towards to get something on the end of it. plays this one into the box, and he does find a player who gets a header in, but never a good thing to see. Another good ball towards the right wing, and it's crossed in. There's a chance. Oh, and it almost crept into the first post. Paramveer Singh looked to just about have it covered, but I'm not sure if it was a cross or shot. The attack is lucky not to get a yellow card, and Fraser misses that, and with that the referee blows for the end of the first half. It's been a good game so far. A lot of chances for Youth Club of Manora. One chance for Kalangut Association, but at half-time we go into the dressing room with Kalangut Association 0, Youth Club of Manora 1. Referee blows the whistle and we're off in the second half here in the Duler Stadium in Mapusa. It's been a good game so far, with Youth Club of Manora having more of the chances, but Kalangut also inching closer towards goal. Now that's a good ball as a chance towards the edge of the box. Fraser takes a shot, and that's a good shot from Fraser, almost finds the top right corner. Manora now on the ascendancy with the ball which is to be cleared well by Paramveer. And there's a bit of a defensive mishap. There's a chance for Calvin Barreto. He's got 3 people around him. He does well to keep possession. And Harshad passes it backwards. Nicholas takes the corner. And Parmi just about possession in the blue half again. Kalangut, can they make the most of it? Harshad Naik plays it towards Fraser down the left. That's a good piece of defending. And well cleared by Fraser. Manora trying to put the ball into the box. It's an awkward one, but well cleared. Moses plays it upfield for Calvin Barreto, who lays chase to it, but doesn't really get on the end of it. Jason Barbosa makes his way down the left wing, and he goes towards the corner flag and tries to cut back in, but there is a chance here. Nicholas tries to play it back in. Can Kalangut get something from the game? Calvin Barreto goes for the chip, and it's a good attempt. Almost everyone in the opposition box. And it's the last chance for Kalangut to salvage anything. Can they? Rohan with the ball into the center. And it's a good clearance away. The second ball has also been cleared away, and that should be enough for Manora. And it is enough. But that's confirmation with the full-time whistle from the referee. Youth Club of Manora have opened their account in the Selvel Goa Pro League with a victory over Kalangut Association. Kalangut tried their best. They pushed and pushed for an equalizer. They had a few good chances, especially that free kick and a couple of free kicks towards the end. And here are the statistics for the game. 62% possession eventually for Kalangut. They did have more of the ball, but it's the shots column where they could have improved. Only 6 shots, and testing the goalkeeper only once with 1 shot on target. as we go through the action that we saw today in match number 3 of the Goa Selvel Professional League. Started off with a good free kick from Kwan. He hit the woodwork, and that was just a shadow of things to come. Chances on both ends. Definitely the chance of the game going here to Tempo. Gonzalez could have made it 1-0 there. There was another good attempt on the other side. A good save from both keepers. They did well to keep clean sheets. There's a bit of a tussle as well, as there always is in this game. There we see another chance for Rodriguez. A couple of point blank chances missed by Tempo. I'd say they had 3 really good chances, especially the one towards the end of the game. Nacio came on and took a good shot. Afdal came on and made a couple of good runs. Here we see his run down the right, a good shot but a good save by Dylan. And eventually the last chance of the game was the toughest one here for Nacio. Great bit of footwork. He went past everyone, just couldn't find the bottom right corner. Here we see the match highlights of what went down today in match number 4. Chances at both ends. Here we see the first chance for Velsau. Velsau had very good chances but couldn't make the most of them. And looking back on that, they will be slightly disappointed. Dishank with a good ball for Jovial, just putting the ball over the net. And there was another chance there for Velsau, but they couldn't capitalize. Yet another here with a header over the top. And Jovial Fernandez stole the show with a cracker of a goal outside the box. We've seen that many at a time today, and you can keep watching that strike. It was hard, it was high, and then it was low, it was dipping, it was swerving. And that's been one of the goals of the season so far. This could have been one of the goals of the season as well from Ivan Costa. Jovial almost adding to his tally. Those were the glimpses from the first half. Second half saw quite a few fouls, quite a few cards. Mervyn Dias striking the post with a header. He almost got a couple of headers in today. And there was that chance where Hansel was caught off his line, out of his box. Another good shot there from Vilito Cruz, who tried his best. We see quite a few of the fouls. And here was Mervyn Dias with another chance. He could have buried that. It was a good pass from Velroy Fernandez. And finally, Mervyn Dias getting himself on the score sheet. You can see he was happy, he was relieved more than anything else. And it's safe to say that he deserved that goal towards the end of a good performance from him and the side in orange. Sporting Club de Goa kicking off from left to right of our screens, while Panjim footballers are from right to left. And here we go. From Sporting Club de Goa, they're looking to start off on an attacking foot. Ball into the box already, and it's a good attempt. We know all about Sporting Club de Goa's attacking prowess. Last year's top scorer Marcus Mascarenes, the number 11, scored 9 goals in the Selvel Goa Pro League. He'll be looking to add to that this year. And there's another chance here. Mascarenes into the game. They're looking a little bit unsettled. Panjim trying to play out from the back. Another long ball. And that's a clash of heads. Doesn't look like both the players going in for a 50-50 after sharing the title the year before last. Naik taking the corner, and it looks like that is our first goal for this year's Goa Pro League. The number 2, Clive Miranda, slots it in after a lot of deflections and moving around of the football. Finally plays it wide. This is a very good chance for Panjim. Can they make the most of it? A little too much there. Sporting tried to clear it out. Referee calls a foul. A lot of moves have been made down the right wing, and it looks like they're trying to penetrate the Panjim defense from the right. Another long ball towards Mascarenes. Vincent Cardozo gets past his man. He puts a cross in, and we almost had our second goal of the game, but the referee has blown for what seems like a foul. Listed. A different type of corner now. It's played short. Cross into the box. And there's a chance at the end. The ball's been put into the back of the net, but it looks like it is a goal. It's not an offside. It is a goal for Sporting Club de Goa, and they have doubled their lead. The offside trap not working. Talwar crosses it in. It's a good ball in. Cleared out. Goes back to him. Can he make another cross? It's a good challenge after a slight clash. The last touch was of a Panjim attacker. But they are getting closer. From the right for Sporting Club de Goa. Panjim will have to sort out their left side of defense if they're going to want to keep it to a minimum of 2 goals in order to get themselves back into the game. Another man down, as it's another foul. Tackles and fouls, and there's another chance for Panjim. The ball's put into the box again, but it's cleared, and now there's a chance for a counter, but Panjim reclaim possession, but they'll take the corner. It's another ball whipped into the box and almost makes its way. Some passes together again. A good switch of play. It's a good ball in. There's a chance now down the right wing for Panjim. Can they make the most of it? He plays it past the keeper. And left-footed corner into the box. And a good header out wide. Cleared off the second time. But Panjim are looking to come at it again. Great work there by Martins. A fantastic ball roll. And it looks like there's a change for Panjim. The number 7, Akash, comes on. Football there from Ozan Silva. And there's another chance here with the ball down the left-hand side, and Ozan Silva makes sure that the attacker doesn't get towards the end of it, who will not want to concede. And that's a for half-time. And we go into the break with goals from Clive Rohit, Todar. Sporting Club de Goa lead 2-0 versus Panjim footballers. As we wait for the referee to get the second half underway. Panjim going from left to right of your screens. There's another chance for Sporting now. It's a good run in. It's a chance. It's a very good tackle, but it's somehow made its way in. Sporting Club de Goa make it number 3. And it's none other than the super sub, Akiraj Martins. Stronghold over the game. They don't want to let that go. But Panjim are definitely trying to make the most of it. That's a missed kick, and there's a chance. And it's shot wide. That was a very good chance. The best of the game so far. They'll be wanting to better that this time around. But it hasn't gone smoothly for them thus far. There's another chance here for Panjim. And can they make the most of it? Yes, they can. It's number 24, Irfan, who makes the most of this opportunity. And he slams it into the top right corner in the beginning of the second half with his left foot. But this time the ball falls on his right. He smashes it onto from the half volley into the top right corner with a corner. It's played into the second post. Keeper gets a touch on it. And there's a chance at the edge of the box. There's a shot. And it's a very good shot with the left foot. The ball just about strays wide. Back in control of this game. Girish plays the long ball towards the second post. And it's missed by both people, resulting in a goal kick. Rio with a good header, and it's another chance now for Rohit with Sporting on the left wing. Oh, that's a very good cutback. He tries to get past the defender, but the referee blows for a foul as Brendan plays it out wide. Sporting making a move on the right wing, plays it inside Rio. Now Allen on the left. Will he make space for a cross? He prefers to play it back into Rohit. Rohit with the cross in, and a good call from the goalkeeper. If Panjim want to rescue this fixture, now is the time. They'll definitely have to get a goal soon to take anything away from this, the first game of the season. Here's a chance on the top of the box, and it's a shot from the edge of the box which goes over the top. Must have been a slight touch because the Sporting players are not happy with the call, but they'll have to deal with this corner. It's crossed in and well dealt with by the defense. It's a last chance for Panjim to get a second, but it has been cleared. And that is it. Here from the Duler Stadium, Sporting Club de Goa have got their first 3 points of the season with an impressive victory. Goals from Miranda, Torar and Martins getting them the 3 points. Irfan on the score sheet for Panjim footballers. There's a confirmation of the scoreline at full time. The referees lead out both the teams here at the Duler Stadium at Mapusa. Today's referee is Tejas Nagvenkar, along with his assistant referees. As the players meet each other minutes before kickoff, Kalangut Association in their full blue strip, while Youth Club of Manora is in the full red strip. Captain of Kalangut Association today is Melvin Lobo, and the captain for Youth Club of Manora is the number 3, Joywin Carnero. Youth Club of Manora having their final words before the start of this season. Kalangut Association finished an impressive 4th last year And we're off. It's match number 2 of the 2021-2022 Goa Pro League. And there's already a chance here for Youth Club of Manora. Sloppy back passes from Goa Association. And the first few seconds of the game almost saw us having our first chance. The defender and the goalkeeper who plays it out towards the right wing. Both teams quite happy to play attacking football. And another loose pass means that Youth Club of Manora have a chance right down the right wing. But it's tidied up there by Moses, who made the initial mistake. An exciting prospect for the next 90 minutes. By Aniston Fernandez, who tries to keep possession for his team, and now they're trying to hold the ball, play out from the back. It's Aniston Fernandez again. He tries to play towards the left wing, but doesn't really work out as he would have wanted it to. Ushering his troops upfield. It's another well-contested header, and there's a chance now for Barreto. He gets pushed off the ball legally, says the referee, and Manora looking for a counter-attack. That's a good ball down for the right wing. There's a chance. Can he put a ball into the box? It's a good cut in. He moves back onto his right foot, and another good shot, and it's a great shot. It's a chance, and that's the first goal of the game for Youth Club of Manora. Sweden Barbosa with a cool, collected finish towards the bottom left corner. Off the goalkeeper with a good save. Nicholas with a great run down the right wing. A bit of a tussle in the midfield, but Manora come with the ball again, and it's a chance for Barbosa again. Sweden Barbosa, can he make it 2 this time? He looks for the cross, but another parry away from Paramveer. This time he's lucky it doesn't fall. Justin Barbosa over it. He takes a shot. It's gone into the wall, and follow-up goes wide. Another good ball down the center to find Barreto. And then a long ball towards the right, but another good bit of shielding by the Manora defense. And number 15, Chaitan, comes in. The chance now, it's fallen to someone, and it's a Good afternoon and welcome to the Selvel Goa Pro League. We hope you had a safe Diwali, but we are ready for a firecracker of a match this afternoon as VASCO SC take on FC Goa. But first, let's hear what the coaches have to say. Hi coach, you're unbeaten so far. It's been a good start to the season. How important is it for you to finish and go into the break on the top of the table?
We are again looking for the win now. Last game we had more goals and we had a good score sheet. So in case we are winning, we are again going on the top of the table.
And you haven't kept a clean sheet yet. Is that a concern, or do you still want to just play your free-flowing attacking game?
Yeah, it's okay if we haven't kept a clean sheet, but attackers are scoring and we are having a win. That's what it matters. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Any changes to the squad today?
We have the same starting lineup, just one change. In striker, Ayush is coming for the striker toss.
Thank you, coach.
Jersey number 27, Ayush Shetty. Jersey number 28, Amit Das. Jersey number 30, Francisco Fernandez. Jersey number 31,
Hi coach, so far you're unbeaten in 2 games. How important is it for you to go into the break on top of the table?
Yeah, as you know, this match is as important as the last 2 matches which we played. We haven't conceded any goal. Our defense is very good. You know, the players also are aware of this match because we have played the last season the match versus VASCO. You know, and the score was not into with us. So this year the boys are no, the same boys are here, and we have to get in 3 points.
Does that fuel you to win this season, especially because you lost the last game of the season against Vasco?
It's not nothing like that. It's not that we are going to play our game. You know, we are going to stick to our style of play, and the boys are aware. We have worked a lot for this match. We had a good break where we had to work on individual and as a collective as a team, and the boys are going to do our best.
Thank you, coach. Any changes to the lineup today?
Yeah, because we have, this is the development team, and we want the players to get in more game time. And yeah, there is Kunal who is going to come in place of Manu, and Wasim will be here. Wasim will be replaced by one of the.
The head coach, Taggy Cardozo, the team manager, Rocky Vidalo. Today's match officials, referee, Selvel, assistant referee, Mark Rosi, playmaker,
So that's what both the coaches had to say before this huge encounter here at the Selvel Goa Pro League. It's Vasco Sports Club taking on FC Goa live from the Duler Stadium. Here we see how Vasco Sports Club line up, managed by Mickey Fernandez. No Neville Albuquerque for them, but Alcin Fernandez gets promoted to the starting lineup, as do Ayush Shetty and Amit Das. So much of experience in this side with Gavin Lobo, Francisco Fernandez and Luis Xavier Barreto, along with a lot of youngsters as well. On the other hand, the youthful setup of FC Goa sees Wasim on the bench for today, and Kunal and Bryson Fernandez are in the starting 11. This FC Goa side has not conceded in their first 2 games, and coach Degi Cardozo is looking to keep that perfect record as they attempt to beat Vasco. Referee for today is Tejas Nagvenkar, and he's got his officials with him. There we see the referees leading the players out to the pitch. Tejas Nagvenkar is the main referee. He's assisted by Rohan Pednikar and Yashwant Parab, and the fourth official is Yashwant Gaunkar. Match commissioner shares the name with the captain of Vasco. His name is also Francisco Fernandez. Vasco in their white strip, in their celebratory 70-year jersey, and FC Goa in that orange strip, which all of Goa and all of India can spot from a mile away. So we're getting ready for a big clash here at the Duler Stadium. The excitement is palpable because whoever wins this game will go to the top of the table before the 3 to 4 week break, which we will be having here at the Selvel Goa Pro League, with the preparatory camp coming up for the Santosh Trophy and the Goa side. So the last minute checks taking place from the assistants and the teams having a word with each other. There we see the Gores having a chat. They'll stick to their game plan, as will VASCO. A tale of two sides. VASCO very attacking, but a bit open at the back, whereas FC Goa very solid in defense, as we see coach Mickey Fernandez. So much of experience on his plate, and is leading his side well this year. And there's Degi Cardozo, the FC Goa coach, always believing in his youth setup.
Professional league match between VASCO Sports Club and FC Goa Sports Club. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. A lot of applause to both the teams. And today's match will be officiated by international referee.
So we're almost ready to get underway here at the Duler Stadium. So in the last game before a 3-4 week break, VASCO Sports Club and FC Goa battle it out for top spot, the place where every team wants to be, heading into a mid-season sabbatical. So will we see the Port Towners with youth and experience prevail, or will we see the youthful exuberance of the Gores spoil the Port Town party? Both teams are unbeaten, but who will emerge victorious this afternoon? We'll have to find out here at the Duler Stadium. Already underway, it's already quite a physical encounter. 2 fouls in the first 40 seconds, and we can see that both teams are up for it. They're going to give their 100%. They know that this is the last game before quite a long break. So they want to stamp their authority on the Selvel Goa Pro League and finish on the top. Kevin Lobo over the ball already. He's itching to take this free kick, but he'll have to wait for his teammate to receive some treatment. Already quite a physical encounter, as we see Mickey Fernandez, who's looking a little nervous ahead of this game. It is a big game. He's usually quite peppy, but he's got his game face on, and so are his players. As Kevin Lobo takes the free kick, he puts it into the box. Is there anyone there? It is! As usual, Kuldeep Kumar getting ahead to it. He's so good in the air, but not being able to find the bottom left corner. Very good ball in by Kevin Lobo, not wasting any time. And Kuldeep just heads it wide. So VASCO, with their attacking intent, getting underway, putting balls into the box, testing out this FC Goa defense, who has not conceded yet. VASCO down the left once again. It looks like it is a foul, and it is Velroy Fernandez who brings his man down, which means there's another chance for VASCO to put a ball into the box early on. There we see Velroy just going into the back of Bursal, also in Vegas. As Kevin Lobo, with his buckets of experience, stands over this free kick. Can he deliver another one, which is dangerous for FC Goa to defend? He's got people to aim at. Will he find someone? Kevin Lobo puts it in again. Does he find someone? No, it's by Kunal. And the ball is gone out for another throw-in. So a bit of early pressure from VASCO as we see the ball in, not really finding anyone, but Kunal heading it away quite easily. And VASCO wasting no time. They've got their first corner of the game, and the star of the last game, their captain Francisco Fernandez, steps up to the corner flag to take it. He scored 2 in the last outing versus Velsau in a 4-2 win. Now it's Fernandez over the ball. He's put it into the box. Is there anyone there? Again, Kuldeep gets his head to it. It's headed backwards. Is there a chance? Eventually, the referee spots a foul, and so much of opening minute pressure from VASCO has eventually come to nothing, but good defending all round from the FC Goa players, who can now settle themselves and get into the game. Keeping a bit of possession now. Kunal, who's into the starting lineup for today, playing it upwards, not really finding anyone. VASCO putting good pressure, and there's another good ball, but it's well defended. See VASCO playing a high press now, not giving the FC Goa defenders any chance to clear. Eventually Hansel Coelho does clear it, and now for the first time, can we see an FC Goa attack? No, we can't. So good work from the VASCO defense. Kuldeep playing it long, but can't really find Chirag Maldorkar. So FC Goa finally calming things down. They come into this game after a 1-0 victory versus Panjim footballers, and now they're looking for their first goal of this game. It's Mevin Dias, so dangerous so far. Can he put something to the box? And Kuldeep makes sure he doesn't and gives FC Goa their first corner. It's all happening in the first 6 minutes here at the Duler Stadium. Mevin Dias slotting in both the games that he's played in. And looking dangerous on the right wing as Kuldeep charges up his defenders. They prepare themselves to defend this corner taken by Dishank Kunkalikar. Dishank with an in-swinging left footer, and Kuldeep once again, he's won all the headers that have been put into the box, whether offensive or defensive. And now a chance for Bryson. Will he put something into the box? He's fended off well, plays it backwards. Velroy with a chance, and easy as you like for Luis Xavier Barreto, the experienced goalkeeper who we see for the first time playing a long ball out, but Hansel Coelho will easily collect. Now we see the ball from Velroy, not very dangerous. So the probable squad already announced by the GFA, and Hansel Coelho is in that probable squad for the Santos Trophy camp. He hasn't conceded a goal so far this season, and he's definitely earned his spot there. So many good goalkeepers to choose from. the under-20 players for FC Goa also in that probable squad, with Jovial Dice and Mervyn Dice both getting onto the score sheet as well and getting into that probable squad. Kevin Lobo tries to win the ball, eventually doesn't. Ivan Costa, who's so impressive for FC Goa, plays it towards Lal HP, who's always trying to make his way up the field. Eventually gives away a throw-in. Good work there from Ayush Shetty. Alcin Fernandez plays it backwards. Now Vasco don't have too much of space, but trying to play themselves out. And eventually a wayward clearance means that Francisco Fernandez has some work to do. Plays it to Kuldeep. Eventually Dishank plays it back upfield, and nothing much comes out of that attack from Lal HP. Shouts a foul from the Vasco dugout. They think that there was a push on Ayush Shetty, but no, says the referee. Vasco Sports Club coming into this game after beating Velsau 4-2 in a thrilling matchup, and some pressure again from the Vasco side. Make sure that the ball is played towards Hansel, and Hansel clears it quickly. So in the opening 10 minutes, there's no opportunity to make any mistakes. Game flowing very well, but still no clear-cut chances as of now. Hansel has come to take it, but Kunal does very well. He pushes his opponent off the ball and calmly plays it towards Dishank. Ivan Costa playing it backwards, and good work there from the FC Goa side, just fending off the pressure from Vasco.
Okay. Shift.
We can hear the cries from the dugout, always so vocal. Both these coaches helping their teams, guiding them. Kevin wins the ball back, plays it towards Chirag, and Francisco looks for the turn, and he gets put onto the floor by his opposition captain, Leslie Rebello, just letting his opposing team captain know that he's there. And that's quite a rash tackle from behind, but he won't go into the referee's book just yet. Calvin Lobo putting a ball into the box. He's just about found someone, but pressure has been put. It looks like Captain Fernandez will be offside, and he is. First offside of the game. Now long ball played by FC Goa. That's not really what they bank on. They like to build up play. Now Lal HP has a chance. He plays it towards Velroy. Velroy cuts back inside, and it is cleared away, but it's gone straight to Jovial Dice. Will he take a shot on goal? He sets it up for Mevin, but eventually it looks like it is a foul, and yes, it is. Bryson Fernandez with a good touch just away from the defender. He got brought down, and now FC Goa have a very good opportunity in a very dangerous position. There we see, just getting clipped was Bryson Fernandez, and that's all it takes to give away a free kick, but it's going to be tough to convert this one. It's quite close to the goal, so to get it above the wall and back down will be requiring some skill. Bryson is standing over it, as is Dishank on his left foot. We'll see who's going to take it. It is Dishank, and he hits the wall. As I said, not easy to get it over. Kuldeep with another header away. But this game is really started off well. Both sides coming to the party. But as of now, neither goalkeeper having to make a save. Ivan playing it towards Jovial, who does well to skip away. Now Lal HP back to Kunal. Will Kunal play a ball into the box? He will, but it's well defended. VASCO with all the bodies behind the ball, keeping their shape. Maybe that's something they have worked on. They have conceded quite a few goals. And this game is a tale of two sides, because VASCO with their 7 goals have scored the most so far in the Selvel Goa Pro League, and on the other hand FC Goa have conceded the least because they haven't conceded a goal yet. But it's going to be far from attack versus defense, because as we can see, FC Goa also so good in their attacking side of things, as Bryson picks it up. Good pressure again from the two experienced players, and very good work there as well from Aditya Sargaonkar. Skips away from his man, as does Bryson Fernandez. He's got some space. He's got some space on the right, but he chooses to shoot, and Kuldeep was there for the block. Good work all round. As we see the ball possession, not really seeing too much of the ball for VASCO, but they have gone upfield quite a bit. And in the first 15 minutes, I must say this seems like it is going to be a cracker of a game, as I said before. Now Lal taking it down. Neat little touch from him, making sure FC Goa keep possession. Kunal plays it to Dishank, and a crunching tackle from behind, but it is a legal one, so Jovial Lias doesn't mind. It's the 50-50 challenges that you have to go in hard and make sure you win them. Kunal now with the ball for FC Goa. And great piece of skill there from Bryson. He goes past his man. He plays it into the box. Now will we see a shot? There is a shot, but again Kuldeep, who is absolutely everywhere, makes the block and denies FC Goa a shot on goal. Beautiful work from Bryson. Mervyn Dyer staying onside, and Kuldeep staying on his man, making sure that his goalkeeper isn't tested. So Bryson making the most of his starting opportunity, and he's making a nuisance of himself in that midfield, going past the VASCO players on a couple of occasions and creating a good chance. Barretto kicks it long. Knock on doesn't really go there, and Leslie Rebello tidies up. Hansel Coelho, so good with his feet, just keeping the ball, drawing the VASCO players and then playing it out wide.
Chef, Elson, Elson. Back कर, जब वो ऊपर आए ना, उसको थोड़ा आवाज दे.
So VASCO maintaining their shape, not really putting too much pressure. But when they do, Then there is a chance. There's a shot from far and he's almost got Hansel Coelho off his line. Great attempt there from Alson Fernandez. Just taking a look, seeing the keeper was off his line, and you love to see those kinds of efforts from the center of the park. Alson Fernandez full of confidence after netting in the last game, coming off the bench and scoring versus Velsau. And he almost got himself on the score sheet, but it wasn't on target. Hansel Coelho will think twice before coming off his line, as we see Mevin Dias getting past one, getting past the other and trying to keep the ball in. He does put pressure on his man, and that will be a foul. Barcelos in Vegas just shielding the ball as Mevin Dias pushes him over and gives away the free kick. So we've seen almost everything so far except for a shot on goal. But let's not take anything away from this game. It's been very exciting thus far. VASCO playing without their centre-back, their number 3, Neville Albuquerque, who has also been named in the provisional squad for the Santos Trophy camp. But he's not playing today. Joshua De Silva, the under-20, who is on the bench for VASCO, is also in the probable squad. So he'll be wanting to get some minutes on the pitch to prove himself today, as will all these players, because when we're going into a break, you want to finish on a high, you want to get some game time in, impress your coaches and your peers. Looks like there was a half chance for Ayush Shetty. He tried to get the nutmeg on Leslie Rebello, but the FC Goa captain knew what was coming, dealt with it comfortably. Barsal Vegas somehow managing to keep it in. Ash Dias putting some pressure. Looks like he did win the ball, but he did foul Aditya Salgaonkar in the process. There you see, just putting a little bit too much pressure, and already 4 fouls apiece in the first 21 minutes. So it has been a physical game, but being played in the right spirit, as it should be. So the questions that remain to be answered at the end of the 19 minutes are: who's going to be on the top of the table after this game? It could be either of these two sides, or it could be Sporting Club de Goa, the defending champions, who are at the moment in Delhi for the Hero Futsal Championship, representing Goa at the national level. A win for VASCO will take them to 10 points and above everyone else. But now there's a chance for FC Goa. Mevin Dias on the ball, but good piece of defending, and eventually no fouls as the referee. Jovial takes a shot, and it's a good shot. It's spilled by Barreto, but Barreto eventually tidies it up, and we know how dangerous Jovial Dias is from those distances. Scored a cracker in the first game of the season for FC Goa, and he takes the first shot on target from distance. He can shoot with left, he can shoot with right, and Luis Barreto will be happy that that didn't spill to his opponent, but he won't be too worried about that. Now VASCO on the other side of the pitch. They haven't really made any inroads in the last few minutes. Will they have a chance now? Kevin Lobo on the ball. He skips past 1, 2, goes past. He's not fallen down. Did lose his footing, but eventually loses the ball.
Hold. Hi, nice one.
Jovial Dice trying to keep a hold of the ball, but not being able to. And Dishank tried to pull a quick
Good one, Varun.
throw in, but the referee says that it's a Vasco throw.
दोनों पीछे रुक रहा है और वो लोग का स्ट्राइकर नीचे जा रहा है. फायदा क्या है ऐसा? तो उठाना है तो सबको उठाओ. इसको भी उठाओ. इधर. वो देखा दोनों
So
जा रहे हैं
Vasco have got to be careful of Jovial Dice, especially with the shots from far out. Dishank with a bit of a loose touch. He does well not to lose it, and eventually does clear it away with his head.
वही लॉक कर.
Kuldeep now playing a long ball, looking for Kevin Lobo's run, but Koilu does well. He plays it out quickly towards Velroy. Plays it backwards. And possession lost. A bit of sloppy play from FC Goa. And it looks like Kevin Lobo was just caught offside. Just coming back from an offside position, so he'll be a little disappointed with that. And now FC Goa on the ball again. Ivan trying to get away from his man. Francisco Fernandez now for Vasco, keeping it with Kevin Lobo. Kevin Lobo playing it to Fernandez. We saw these two combine so well in that goal, which was scored against Velsau, but not on this occasion. Francisco Fernandez trying to roll back the years and run in behind the defense. But these young defenders from FC Goa knew what was coming and held their ground well. Leslie Rebello looking for a long ball. Doesn't find Jovial Dice's ball, just bounces over him. Sometimes there is a bit of awkward bounce on this artificial turf here at the Duler Stadium. As we see, Ayush Shetty just having a bit of an issue, so he will receive some treatment. As we get a closer look at that Vasco Sports Club jersey, a special jersey in their 70th year, having the dates of all their Goan First Division titles, 6 of them which they've won. Can they make it number 7 this year? They've had a good start to their season. As we see the crowd coming to the Duler Stadium on a Saturday afternoon, which is meant for football. The weekends are meant for football, especially the weekend afternoons. But in Goa, every day is meant for football, as we see the crowds flock to the stands on a daily basis here at the Selvel Goa Pro League. Vasco get us underway again. Kuldeep playing a long ball. He's almost got it past Kunal, and Francisco picks it up, plays it towards Chirag. A lot of pressure on Kevin Lobo, but he's so good at holding the ball. He gets past a couple of defenders, and he's asking for a foul, but no foul, says the referee. We'll have to go back and see that one. Now Bryson gets past 3 defenders. It has been tidied up, but not completely, and Kuldeep again. You don't have to guess who it is coming to the rescue for Vasco. It was Kuldeep Kumar. As we see referee Tejas Nakavenkar going back to the scene of the crime and speaking to Kevin Lobo and telling Kevin Lobo that he's got to keep it in check. Having a bit of a rebuttal after he didn't get the foul. The number 7 did well to get past 2 players, but when the third one came, it was a little too crowded. And a first loose touch we see from Bryson Fernandez, who has been so good running through that center of the midfield. And Vasco have got to do something about that. Kunal clears it easily, not much pressure on Jovial Dice. Eventually it is headed away from Vegas. Lal HP on the ball. We haven't seen much of him so far, but we will get a chance to now. He's on the left. He's got Dishank with him, who's also so good going upfield with his left foot. Bryson looking for a cross-field ball and not being able to meet Jovial Dice. So apart from that long shot from Jovial Dice, not much of chances created, but good football being played. Just getting into the game, both teams, and a good turn, but Kuldeep does very well to keep the ball and eventually takes his man down. And it looks like Kuldeep, who has been so solid so far, will be the first to go into the referee's book. See that foul once again. Got the better of Mevin Dice, but eventually Mevin just touching the ball before Kuldeep could go to clear it. And a good decision from the referee to award the foul. Not sure if it was really a yellow card challenge. It was a tussle between both players, but the referee did make his decision. And Kuldeep will have to be a little careful for the remainder of the game. Bryson is over it, as is Jovial. Bryson puts the ball in and he almost catches Louis Barreto off his line, but we'll have to see if the goalkeeper got a touch on it. That's the first really good chance of the game taken by Bryson Fernandez. But it's still 0-0 as we hit the 30-minute mark. Here we see another angle of it. Takes it quickly, and it did look like Barreto got a touch on it, meeting it to his bottom left hand side. And that is played towards Hansel Coelho, who doesn't get his hands on it. And with that, we have the first cooling break of the afternoon here. It's been a piping hot encounter on a piping hot Saturday afternoon here in Goa. But it's still 0-0 between both these teams, who are vying for a spot at the top of the Selvel Goa Pro League. As we see Mickey Fernandez quite animated, speaking to the officials. Deggy Cardozo on the other hand, staying calm, having a word with his boys, giving them some instructions. As the referee blows them back, and that's the end of the cooling break. So will we see the first goal of the game before the half-time break? There's 15 minutes to go. Bryson Fernandez with a good free kick down low to the left-hand side of Luis Xavier Barreto, who did get a touch on it, parried it onto the post and made sure that it's still level here at the Duler Stadium, as the crowd is watching, and I'm sure they have been impressed with the first half an hour of proceedings here. Back underway, FC Goa take the shot goal kick. And you see Kevin Lobo just sneaking up behind Kunal, pressing him with an angle, and eventually that has worked a little bit, and another foul being made. This time the VASCO player has gone down, but it seems like he's okay. Nash Dias. Kevin Lobo over a free kick again, and if you're an opposition defender, you don't like to see this, because Kevin Lobo almost always delivers a dangerous ball into the box. Will he do it this time round? A bit of a decoy run made, and he uses that decoy run. There's a chance now down the left-hand side. Ball has been put into the box, but good piece of defending on the right-hand side for FC Goa, meaning that it is a corner for VASCO. So, good piece of play from the team in white, but that ball into the box had to be a little bit better. VASCO taking another quick set piece, played back to Francisco Fernandez, puts a ball into the box. Is there anyone there? Leslie Rebello clears it out very well, and eventually now we have a chance for a counter-attack. Ivan Costa on it for FC Goa. It looks like it's going to be 2-on-2. He's got some space with him. He's played it towards the right-hand side. Lal HP, will he take a shot? Lal HP puts it straight into the hands of Luis Xavier Barreto, and that was a lightning quick counter-attack from FC Goa. Could have done a little bit better because this ball towards Lal HP was just behind him. He did have Velroy overlapping. He could have used it, but you won't blame him for taking a shot. But maybe a little better shot would have had Luis Barreto scrambling. But that shows how dangerous FC Goa are on the counter-attack. Not easy to play counter-attacking football on this surface. It sticks a little bit. But on that occasion, Ivan Costa so quick, and VASCO have really got out of jail, because at one point it was 3-on-1. Another good flick on, and another chance now for FC Goa. It's Jovial Dice, he skips past, he takes a shot, and that's a fantastic hand from Luis Xavier Barreto. The FC Goa players cannot believe that he's pulled off what is so far the save of the season. Jovial Dice so good with either foot, gets a step over, beats Kuldeep, and it was heading to the top left corner, but Luis Xavier Barreto says not this time round. Superb save from the experienced goalkeeper. And now Bryson Fernandez has a chance to put more pressure on the VASCO defense. There's the ball into the box, and it's really outside the box. It's headed in by Leslie Rebello, and it goes off a VASCO head. Looks like it was Ayush Shetty who got the last touch. He'll be happy it didn't creep into his post. There we see not taking any chances, just putting it over the crossbar. And the pressure is mounting now from FC Goa. This time it's going to be a left-footed in-swinger from Dishank. All this pressure, can FC Goa make the most of it? Dishank puts the ball into the box. It's gone towards Mevin Dias, who's lost it. Bryson takes it quickly. It's cleared away, and Lal's shot goes into the crowd and outside the ground. And eventually VASCO will breathe a sigh of relief. But what a spell of exciting football from FC Goa. Started with that counter-attack where Lal took a shot. After that, a good flick towards Jovial Dias with the sound of a left foot, but a brilliant save from Barreto. And really good football all round so far in this clash between these two top sides in the Selvel Goa Pro League. Francisco Fernandez takes it quickly. Now there's some space for Kevin Lobo. He's played it towards the left. Nash Dias puts the ball in, but won't really trouble Ansel Coelho. There we see Nash Dias just holding his line, but not wrapping his foot around the ball. Good call from the referee. It was offside, but they didn't have to give it. Now another run from Jovial Dias. He's been brought down. He's lost his boot as well. And it'll be interesting to see if the referee gives a yellow card here. Jovial Dias hopefully hasn't hurt himself too badly. See the speed from him. I don't think Persal Oswin Vegas really meant to bring him down. It was more of a collision between both their feet. And Mickey Fernandez, the coach of the Port Towners, looking slightly worried at the moment because his team is on the back foot against a very quick counter-attacking FC Goa side. Deki Cardozo will be wanting his team to make use of all this pressure as we see the Lavino Ribello North Stand here at the Duler Stadium. A stalwart of Goan football, unfortunately no longer with us. You see the rest of the VASCO squad looking on. The assistant coach, Coach Videsh Malapati, also watching on. He had a word with us before the game. He said that they will keep playing their attacking football, but at the moment they're doing a lot of defending as Bryson Fernandez stands over the ball. Bryson having a quick word with Lal HP. Wonder what they're planning. Bryson putting the ball towards the left-hand side, but Leslie Ribello not being able to keep it in. Good defensive work from Amit Das. A reminder that you can watch all the live action of the Selvel Goa Pro League on the Amusi Sports Facebook page and Amusi Sports YouTube channel as well. The home of the Selvel Goa Pro League, telecasted live. And very good work there from Ayush Shetty, just holding off the tackles, the challenges, keeping possession with his side and earning them a throw-in. Warren Pereira, who we haven't seen much of so far, taking that throw-in. As we approach the 40-minute mark, will it remain goalless here in the first half? Mevin Dias holds onto the ball, plays it back to his captain.
Now!
And as we can hear now, is a shout from Coach Mickey Fernandez instructing his side to play the high press. And you can see from the VASCO setup playing a bit of a false nine formation or strategy, with Kevin Lobo playing up top but dropping deep and trying to link up play. Francisco Fernandez behind him, trying to run in behind. And Dishank now making an attempt, but Barreto clears it. And Barreto's save has to be the highlight of the first half. What an incredible strong hand he got onto that shot from Jovial Dias, who when he struck it must have thought that he scored. And the referee breaking up play for FC Goa on that occasion, just in the wrong place at the wrong time. It will be a drop ball, it will be uncontested, and FC Goa will start. They don't have to give it back. There was some zip to that attack, but broke down because of the referee, and the new rule saying that if it does touch the referee, then it will be a drop ball, and eventually nothing working out for FC Goa on that occasion. There we see Leslie Ribello just having a word with his midfield as Luis Xavier Barreto gets ready to take this goal kick. Headed away from Jovial Dias as we inch closer towards the half-time break. Kevin Lobo now doing well, going past 2-3, eventually getting brought down, and it will be a foul for sure. Kevin Lobo, with his loads of footballing knowledge, experience, just knows how to get himself away from the defenders. He used to do that so well back in the day with his speed, but now really playing with his head and knowing where to find the pockets of spaces. Can he find a pocket of space in the opposition box? Now he plays it in. There is a header, but it has been put wide on that occasion from Amit Das. Rising high, doing well to win that, but not really getting that towards the goal mouth. A couple of fouls for the FC Goa captain.
Nice one. Good one.
And as we saw the possession stats, FC Goa so comfortable keeping the possession. VASCO don't mind playing the counter-attacking game. We saw how well they did that versus Velsau in that 4-2 victory. And another foul being made on Bersal Vegas as he goes down. There's the chance which fell to Amit Das. Couldn't really get a strong header on it, but a good leap from him. Kunal plays it towards Ivan Costa, who made a very, very good goal line clearance in the last game versus Panjim footballers. That was as good as a goal. And now can FC Goa get a goal? Kuldeep again clearing it away. I think it did go off an FC Goa player, and the referee does call for a goal kick. But losing a bit of the defensive shape, VASCO over there, but Kuldeep tidying it up as we hit the 45-minute mark. And we have 3 minutes of added time at the end of this really, really competitive game between two top sides here in the Selvel Goa Pro League. Neck and neck, but FC Goa just creating a few more chances, having more of ball possession. VASCO will be looking at their bench. They've got quick options to put onto the field, young options as well in Joshua De Silva, in Justin Cardoz, and also Savlon Fernandez, who came on and scored in the last game. They've also got Enoch Perez, who we haven't seen so far. And again, some pressure being put on by Francisco, but it does fall to a Goa boot, and it will be a Goa throw-in. Bryson not being able to keep control of that ball, and Leslie just getting ahead of it before Kevin Lobo tried to get behind him. Velroy almost going past, but good piece of defending from Warren Pereira. That's what we have to see, more physicality from the VASCO midfield. Doing well again and clearing it out, but it's backed by Leslie. Now Francisco looks for a long ball, can't get it past Leslie Rebello. FC Goa also have some promising players on the bench. They've got Wasim Inamdar, who is a regular starter. They've also got Delton Colasso, who brings some speed to the attack, but they don't lack any speed, this FC Goa side. We've seen that so far. They've been solid in defense as well. Bryson saw him run past the defenders. Now playing long balls. He can do everything in the midfield. And with around 30 seconds to go, can FC Goa make something? A loose touch by Lal HP. Kuldeep decides not to clear it out first time, but eventually does. Will we see a last chance of this first half? FC Goa with the ball now. Kunal playing it long. He's played it well towards Jovial Dias, but just a bit too much on it. And that should be that for this first half action. Just waiting for the referee to confirm that. He should blow his whistle after this goal kick. And it will be fitting that the last kick of this half will be from Luis Barreto, because can't stop talking about that save which he made. Absolutely incredible from the veteran goalkeeper. As we come to the halftime break here at the Duler Stadium, what an exciting game it has been so far. It's VASCO Sports Club 0, FC Goa 0.
And Selvel Goa Football Academy at 3:45 p.m. at Duler.
Here are the statistics brought to you by Instat. So much ball possession for FC Goa, so many shots and shots on target, but that goal column is still 0 for them. They're dominating VASCO at the moment. 4 shots on target, but not being able to find the back of the net, and that's all thanks to Luis Xavier Barreto with a brilliant save. Just the one shot from Alson Fernandez, which was far away, but quite a good attempt. They've got to create more chances, have VASCO. On the other hand, no dearth of chances for FC Goa. 2 from Bryson Fernandez, 2 from Lal HP, 2 from Jovial, who took 2 really good shots from outside the box, and Dishank with that free kick as well. Quite a few fouls so far, and 1 apiece for all the VASCO players. Out of that, Kuldeep getting himself into the referee's book as he's on a yellow card. FC Goa with the fair share of fouls as well. As we see Velroy and Leslie with 2 fouls each, and Aditya, Ivan, Dishank and Mevin with 1 apiece. In-depth statistics brought to you by Instat here. You can see where the fouls were made as well. So that's where it stands here at halftime, as both these sides attempt to make their way to the top of the table. For now, it's VASCO Sports Club 0, FC Goa 0. Join us after the break. the action that we saw today in match number 3 of the Goa Selvel Professional League. Started off with a good free kick from Kwan. He hit the woodwork, and that was just a shadow of things to come. Chances on both ends. Definitely the chance of the game going here to Tempo. Gonzalez could have made it 1-0 there. There was another good attempt on the other side. A good save from both keepers. They did well to keep clean sheets. There's a bit of a tussle as well, as there always is in this game. There we see another chance for Rodriguez. A couple of point blank chances missed by Tempo. I'd say they had 3 really good chances, especially the one towards the end of the game. Nacio came on and took a good shot. Afdal came on and made a couple of good runs. Here we see his run down the right, a good shot but a good save by Dylan. And eventually the last chance of the game was the toughest one here for Nacio. Great bit of footwork. He went past everyone, just couldn't find the bottom right corner. Here we see the match highlights of what went down today in match number 4. Chances at both ends. Here we see the first chance for Velsau. Velsau had very good chances but couldn't make the most of them. And looking back on that, they will be slightly disappointed. Dishank with a good ball for Jovial, just putting the ball over the net. And there was another chance there for Velsau, but they couldn't capitalize. Yet another here with a header over the top. And Jovial Fernandez stole the show with a cracker of a goal outside the box. We've seen that many at a time today, and you can keep watching that strike. It was hard, it was high, and then it was low, it was dipping, it was swerving. And that's been one of the goals of the season so far. This could have been one of the goals of the season as well from Ivan Costa. Jovial almost adding to his tally. Those were the glimpses from the first half. Second half saw quite a few fouls, quite a few cards. Mervyn Dias striking the post with a header. He almost got a couple of headers in today. And there was that chance where Hansel was caught off his line, out of his box. Another good shot there from Vilito Cruz, who tried his best. We see quite a few of the fouls. And here was Mervyn Dias with another chance. He could have buried that. It was a good pass from Velroy Fernandez. And finally, Mervyn Dias getting himself on the score sheet. You can see he was happy, he was relieved more than anything else. And it's safe to say that he deserved that goal towards the end of a good performance from him and the side in orange. As we go through the action that we saw today in match number 3 of the Goa Selvel Professional League. Started off with a good free kick from Kwan. He hit the woodwork, and that was just a shadow of things to come. Chances on both ends. Definitely the chance of the game going here to Dempo. Gonzalez could have made it 1-0 there. There was another good attempt on the other side. A good save from both keepers. They did well to keep clean sheets. There's a bit of a tussle as well, as there always is in this game. There we see another chance for Rodriguez. A couple of point blank chances missed by Dempo. I'd say they had 3 really good chances, especially the one towards the end of the game. Nacio came on and took a good shot. Afdal came on and made a couple of good runs. Here we see his run down the right, a good shot but a good save by Dylan. And eventually the last chance of the game was the toughest one here for Nacio. Great bit of footwork. He went past everyone, just couldn't find the bottom right corner. Here we see the match highlights of what went down today in match number 4. Chances at both ends. Here we see the first chance for Velsau. Velsau had very good chances but couldn't make the most of them. And looking back on that, they will be slightly disappointed. Dishank with a good ball for Jovial, just putting the ball over the net. He was the super sub in the last game, coming on and scoring a fantastic goal. So this game can swing either way. Which way will it go? As of now, FC Goa having the better chances, but we know how dangerous VASCO are. Never say die attitude. They've gone down in every game they've played so far, but they've come back to get draws and to get wins. VASCO have not scored the first goal of a game so far. This would be a good day to do it. Pasal Vegas playing it towards Kevin Lobo, who does so well to get in front of the defender and the ball, but goes back towards FC Goa, who now are calming things down, holding the ball. Good tackle there, but Bryson, who was so good in the first half, plays it to Ivan Costa, who finds his teammate so very well. But Aditya couldn't do much. Now he does have a chance on the ball. Oswin Vegas does well and it's cleared away well, but Leslie Ribello plays it back in. Kuldeep watches it as the start of the first half. Luis Xavier Barreto keeps a hold of it. Played all over has Luis Barreto at the highest level. Played for Dempo SC, Mumbai FC, Mohammedan Sporting, East Bengal, all the giants of Indian football. Now will he be tested again? Bryson skipping past, taking a shot, and he's almost found the top right corner, but just swerving away. And Bryson Fernandez continuing where he left off in the first half, going past defenders, trying to take a shot, but a bit too much on it on that occasion, and not troubling Luis Xavier Barreto. Also a 2010 Super Cup champion with Dempo. And was on loan in the likes of Kerala Blasters and FC Goa, both the Indian Super League teams. So Luis Barreto knows what it is to be in the Forza Goa corner. But now he's playing for the Port Towners and he's putting on a superb display. Bryson holding on to Ayush Shetty, but Ayush doing well to get away with it, and that is quite a rash challenge from Alison Fernandez, who will see himself in the referee's book. Alison shouting at the ref at the moment. He's really lost his cool, and referee Tejas Nagvenkar is not liking what he's seeing or hearing, and definite yellow card from Alison Fernandez. Tejas Nagvenkar, so experienced, the first ever Indian referee to referee in an ISL final. Tejas Nagvenkar, so he definitely knows what he's doing. That was a definite yellow card. Now Justin trying to get into the game, playing a long ball but not really managing. Here we see the substitution Savlon Fernandez coming on. And referee Tejas Nagvenkar also judged the AIFF's Referee of the Year in India for the 2020-21 season, and also having the privilege of doing the Hero ISL final, which was played between ATK Mohun Bagan and eventual champions Mumbai City FC. Kunal now on the ball for FC Goa, who have had their fair share of Hero ISL finals as well. Yet to pick up that trophy, but of course the Hero Indian Super League Shield winners a couple of seasons ago, and the current Durand Cup champions, of which quite of these players were part of the squad, so they have tasted success already this season. Have FC Goa, of course, preparing themselves, the senior team, for the Indian Super League season this time round. Another shot from far has been taken, and Hansel Coelho gets palm away. And again, it's Alson Fernandez who's looking very good from these distances, just opening up his body, seeing that he had a little bit of space, and that was enough. Struck it really well. Hansel Coelho, it will take some beating to get the better of him from so far, but Alson Fernandez doing his best to test the FC Goa goalkeeper. Kevin Lobo, we know how good he is with his set pieces. He's taking another corner, Lobo plays it in, and it's just put away. And on this occasion, Alson Fernandez shooting it far, but this time too far from goal. Kevin Lobo with another good ball in. Kunal and Leslie just getting a touch on it and putting it away from the VASCO attackers. Jovial Dice has gone down. And he will get some attention from the physio. So good in the first half and in the beginning of this season, Jovial Dice. As we see the stands and the onlooking crowd here at the Duler Stadium, and wherever you go in Goa, you'll always see an FC Goa orange jersey somewhere or the other. Such is the impact of this team representing Goa in the Indian Super League. But now it's the Selvel Goa Pro League, and they're looking to get their hands on this trophy once again. Of course, the 2018-19 champions. But after that, it's been all Sporting Club de Goa. Velroy on the right. Oswin does well. It looked like it did take a touch of Velroy, but eventually the referee calls for a corner. FC Goa now with their first corner of this second half. Dishank, who's always on this right corner duty, is stepping up to take it. Dishank on his left foot, just lining up the corner, and the assistant referee says that it's time for a substitution. But as of now, doesn't look like that substitution will happen. Dishank plays the ball in, and it's a little too close, and eventually not really troubling Luis Xavier Barreto. So Samuel De Costa will be making his way onto the pitch for VASCO, and he's replacing the youngster Chirag Mardolkar, who hasn't really had much to do this afternoon. Here we see a replay of the corner, which did have Barreto scrambling for a second, but then he realized that it was going out of play. VASCO now having more of the ball in this second half. Ball played into the box, nobody really going for it. Leslie could have done with a shout from his goalkeeper, and that's what he's telling him. And Hansel apologizing for not calling. And a bit of a lapse in communication from FC Goa means that they have to deal with a corner. As we see their first substitution, Wasim Inamdar coming on. Very good winger. He makes his way onto the pitch as Gavin Lobo makes his way to the corner flag. Can he find someone's head? Now, Gavin Lobo puts the ball into the box and it's cleared away by Mevin Dice. It's just gone back into a risky zone, and there is a shot, and it's another save from Hansel Coelho. A fantastic shot coming out of nothing, and it looks like it was Alison Fernandez once again. It was Francisco Fernandez, in fact, the man with the armband, but Hansel Coelho doing very well to parry that out, and we haven't seen him making too many saves so far this season, but today he has been ready. And the goalkeepers on either side, one side the experience of Barreto, the other side the youth of Hansel Coelho, showing us that that's how it's done. Gavin Lobo with another corner in now, and he's looking for Kuldeep. Kuldeep says that there was a push, but there's a chance for FC Goa to counter now. Wasim plays the ball through, but it's well defended and seen out. So now a few more shots on target from VASCO. And this game is really looking alive. It's headed away by Kuldeep. Bryson, always dangerous on the ball. Playing it towards Jovial Dias, who's okay after that treatment from the physio. He cuts inside, he takes a shot, and that's not going to really test Louis Barreto, who's kicked it long, but straight to Kunal. As we see a good capture there of the shot taken, but not really putting Louis Barreto's goal in danger. So FC Goa now keeping possession as they did for a lot of the time in the first half. 79% possession. It's quite a bit considering the fact that VASCO are also so good going forward. Mevin Dias now for FC Goa, playing it towards Wasim, who's been quite bright since he's come on. Now Ivan Costa with some space. Jovial Dias playing it backwards, not taking on the man like he usually does. Ivan spotting the run, playing it towards Bryson, who's done well to play it back towards goal, but Barreto takes it very quickly. He's looking for someone on top. He's looking for Gavin Lobo, and what a good battle it's been between Leslie Rebello and Gavin Lobo, as we see the attempt from Bryson, not able to get his body behind the ball. He was off balance. And Jovial Dias does well to pick up the ball. Lal HP now as Wasim making a run inside, but I think Lal would have preferred if he made the run outside. Mevin Dias skipping past two, plays it towards Wasim. Is there a chance now for FC Goa? And he's played it back into the box, but well defended once again. And FC Goa will have a corner. Great piece of play. Kuldeep trying to defend it, but good piece of defending once again. Looks like it will be an FC Goa corner, and the action is just not stopping. Free flowing football from either side. FC Goa looking dangerous once again. Can they get the first goal of the game? Dishank with the corner in. He's played it quite deep. He's found someone eventually. Good header away. Savlon Fernandez now, first time I'm seeing him on the ball. He does well to play towards Kevin Lobo. There is some space. Kevin plays it to Justin Cardoz. Now he's going one-on-one. Eventually, there are quite a few defenders there. And from one-on-one, it became 3-on-1. It was a triple team effort. But Justin Cardoz doing his job and earning a corner for VASCO Sports Club. Now their captain Francisco Fernandez, who took a very good snapshot a few minutes ago, has an opportunity to test the Gores in defense. VASCO pipping FC Goa on the corner front. Can they make the most of this, their sixth corner of the game? Francisco Fernandez plays it into the box, and Hansel Coelho, so good. Receiving the ball, not as convincing, playing it outwards. Kevin Lobo did get the better of the FC Goa man, as we see the replay of that collection. FC Goa have the ball again. And a good touch there from Ivan Costa, going past his man. And Selvel de Costa fouling Ivan Costa. So it's end-to-end football here, as we knew it would be. As it stands, it's still goalless. A draw will mean that VASCO will go level on points with Sporting Club de Goa. And FC Goa, if they get a draw, then they will move from 5th to 4th position. As it stands, the defending champions, Sporting Club de Goa, who have been undefeated for 21 consecutive games, find themselves on the top of the table. But VASCO or FC Goa can change that as we go towards the 60-minute mark. Kevin Lobo tried to head it upfield, wasn't able to. And with 30 minutes to go, it's actually anyone's game. It does say that there's more ball possession with FC Goa, but we know how dangerous VASCO can be going up forward. We see a change from FC Goa. Lal HP comes off for Brito Pereira. And Delton Colasso, the forward, also makes his way onto the pitch. He's replacing Jovial Dias, which is quite a surprising substitution, because Jovial has been very jovial, in fact, on the pitch. He's been so sprightly and exciting going forward. But that's all that we'll see from him today. He will, of course, go into the probable camp, as he's been named in that for the Santosh Trophy camp. And Francisco trying to get the better of the midfield. Eventually the ball has been given back to him. Savlon playing it backwards. Alcin Fernandez usually shoots from that far, but this time plays a long ball up, and it's good work from Selvel de Costa, almost getting ahead of Kunal, but not really managing. Kunal playing himself into a bit of bother, but doing well to get himself out of that. Dishank now played it inwards towards Wasim. Now it's a good piece of play. Brito looking for a ball down the right wing, finds Delton Colasso. For the first time we see him this afternoon. Delton trying to play the 1-2 with Aditya, and Vegas so good on the ball, just keeping it and making sure that there's a chance for VASCO to go upfield. Justin Cardoz has been pushed off possession. And the game hangs in the balance here at the Duler Stadium. We don't know which way it's going. We don't know who's going to finish top of the table. Now there's a chance for FC Goa on the attack. Ball played into the box. It has fallen to Mevin Dias. It's quite a weary clearance, and it will be another FC Goa corner. Now the Gores lining up another corner. It will be Dishank once again, coming all the way from the left back position to take the corner. We do see that quite a lot nowadays in world football, because every team is looking for an in-swinging left-footed corner. Dishank doesn't play it first time now. And a good move there on the right-hand side, and there's a chance now for FC Goa. It's put over the top by Mevin Dias, who's usually so clinical in front of goal. But a great piece of play by Wasim on the right-hand side to go past his man. What a beautiful turn there from Wasim, just selling Vegas to the shop, cutting it back well. But Mevin Dias' shot goes too high. And another good chance for FC Goa, squandered. Puerto with the long kick. Possession comes back to the team in orange. There's a bit of space now, and a shot taken by Brito Pereira, but not much really on it. VASCO sitting deep. They haven't conceded so far in this game, which is kudos to them, because they have conceded quite a few goals this season. 5 so far in 3 matches. But they've scored 7. They've scored the most in the Selvel Goa Pro League this time round. And it looks like this could be one of those games which go down to the wire, and a solitary goal could decide it. Aditya Salgaonkar playing it towards Brito Pereira. Leslie Rebello putting the ball in towards the second post. Kuldeep so good with his judgment of a header, knew where exactly it was going to fall. Now Kevin Lobo playing that false nine position, coming back, dropping back, playing it back to Savlon, and Lobo losing possession on that occasion, but he won't give up. In fact, ball has been given back to VASCO, and now Kevin Lobo, he's got some space, plays it towards the right-hand side. Savlon does take a heavy touch. Eventually the ball goes far out. Not sure which way the free kick has been called for. It looks like it will be a free kick towards VASCO. And it was quite a 50-50 clash. Samuel De Costa going for a shot, getting the brunt of it. Looks like he is in a bit of pain, as we see all the onlookers, the spectators here at the Duler Stadium, while coach Nicky Fernandez has a word with his player Justin Cardoz. The last time they were in a crunch game, Justin Cardoz did get the equalizer. We'll have to see who can come up with the goods this time round for either side. So after a lot of contemplation, eventually the physio does come on for Samuel De Costa, as everyone in the Duler Stadium enjoying themselves here on a Saturday evening. Watching the football, enjoying the proceedings, and backing their sides. Another opportunity now for Kevin Lobo to put a ball into the box. It'll be interesting to see if he finds someone. He plays a ball into the box. Is there someone there? There is Kuldeep, but eventually the danger is snuffed out by Aditya Salgaonkar. And it could be possible that Kuldeep was offside. It definitely was, but it hasn't been spotted. I think it has been spotted by the assistant referee. So the referee just needs to have a word with his assistant, and he needs to see if he was offside or not. And eventually, referee Tejas Nagvankar decides that it is a corner for VASCO Sports Club. Kevin Lobo with another opportunity now. So many chances. Will they make the most of it? Kevin plays it towards the second post. Not really finding anyone. Kuldeep will be there to keep it in. Tries to put a ball into the box. Doesn't work. Dishank now has a chance to run. And a good bit of defending there means that the danger is averted from VASCO. Ticking towards the 70th minute here in the Duler Stadium in Mapusa. Long ball played by Ivan Costa. He's found Delton Colasso, skips past his man, but not really going towards goal. Aditya finds some space for Mevin Dias, who finds some space for Delton Colasso. Will he put a ball into the box? Yes, he will. Is anyone there? And a shot from Mevin Dias, who caught it well, but don't think there was too much pace on it. Always ready to take a shot is Mevin Dias. And Aditya Salgaonkar now getting more involved into the game in the second half. He will take the throw. And it's cleared away. As we see Luis Barreto in goal, just keeping himself alert, keeping himself on his toes. He's been in these positions before over the years. Still so dependable at the back. There we see Amit Das, who's had a very solid game as well for VASCO. Just moving upfield. It is a kick from Barreto, but Justin Cardozo's header just goes out for an FC Goa throw-in. So Aditya taking a bit of time, and eventually the ball has been cleared. Kuldeep chases it, takes no chances because of an on-rushing Brito. And 20 minutes to go here at the Duler Stadium. Both teams leaving it late so far. Will we see a goal in this crucial encounter at the top of the table? And that looks like quite a dangerous challenge, but the referee says it's not a foul. Was Warren Pereira, who has been so impressive with his tackles down that right-hand side, always stopping FC Goa in their tracks. And now Selvel and Fernandez trying to get the better of Kunal. Kunal shielding the ball and eventually playing it outwards, not taking any chances and playing it backwards. Selvel, De Costa now on the ball for VASCO. Chances drying up in the last 5 to 10 minutes, but maybe we're in store for an entertaining final 20 minutes or so. Hansel Coelho collects, has no issues. So So 3 substitutions from both teams. They do have a couple of more substitutions which they can make. Good defensive duty from Justin Cardoz. And with that, it looks like we have the final cooling break of this game as we go into the business end of the 90 minutes here at the Duler Stadium. The fans watching, waiting, anticipating who's going to come out victorious today, as Coach Mickey Fernandez having a word with his players, as is Coach Degi Cardozo. See the Lavinia Ribeiro North stand. A lot of people are also waiting, watching, and hoping for their team to come out victorious. So much experience on the dugout of either side. Mickey Fernandez, an Indian international, played for the likes of Salgaonkar, Sporting, Club de Goa, Mohun Bagan, Air India, Dempo, Churchill Brothers. And now there's a chance. Will we see a shot? A shot has been taken, but it's just gone over the top. A very good attempt from the left foot there from, looks like it was Ivan Costa. Just getting some space on his left foot. Good curling effort, but just too much on it. And on the other dugout, we have Degi Cardozo, who has been a part of this FC Goa development setup, was also in the ATK reserve team setup, coached them in the Durand Cup as well. Was also assistant coach for DSK Shivajians, who were playing the I-League at that time. So he brings so much experience to this FC Goa young side, who are on the attack once again. But danger has been averted. Will Francisco Fernandez pick it up? No, he won't. Kunal says no. Francisco almost just sneaking away with the ball. Kunal playing it towards the right hand side. Dealt in with some space. And Aditya plays the ball in, but quite a disappointing one. And the balls into the box have been quite disappointing from FC Goa. Not much to attack, not much zip on it. And in the final 15 minutes, that could be the difference. As we go deeper into the game, teams find it tougher to hold on to their concentration, especially the set pieces. So will we see a deciding goal here at the Duler Stadium? It's the 20th match that we're playing. And we've seen so much of late drama over the games. We've seen last minute winners, last minute equalizers. Today, we may just have one of those. Now Francisco is in, but Hansel Coelho, so solid, looking for his 3rd consecutive clean sheet here at the Selvel Goa Pro League. And that's why he's in the probable squad for the Santosh Trophy, because he's so solid. And of course, credit to his defenders as well, who are assisting him. But now, the VASCO defense had a bit of pressure, and what a fantastic flick that is from Kevin Lobo. And unfortunately, it looks like he has hurt himself with that flick. Yeah, and you see the nod from Kevin. He says that he's done himself in there, and that's a pity, because what a beautiful piece of skill from Kevin Lobo, gracing us in the Selvel Goa Pro League in these 4 games for VASCO Sports Club. And eventually looks like he has got a strain or a pull, and that will be the end of that for him. He signaled to the bench that that's the end of his game, and that look from him doesn't look quite promising. If you're a VASCO fan or a Goan football fan in general, it's been a treat to watch Kevin Lobo. We hope he will recover and be okay once the league resumes in 3 to 4 weeks. But now VASCO have other problems. Delton now on the right hand side tries to cut inside, and eventually Selvel da Costa slots in, and VASCO had to defend that piece of play with 10 men, and their number 9 comes on. It is Joshua De Silva, the under 20, is also part of the probable Goa squad for the Santos Trophy. He replaces Kevin Lobo. So Joshua De Silva with 12 minutes to go has a chance to prove himself. But now it's Delton on the right hand side. A bit of a heavy touch from him. Amit tries to clear it away. The ball does not bounce out, but it does go off Ivan Costa, who makes a rare mistake. Don't really see that from him. So now we'll have to see what VASCO do without their number 7 Lobo. And the ball has been booted upfield, and it was not such a random ball because it almost fell to Justin Cardoz. Bison now with some space, playing it towards Ivan Costa. These two so good in the midfield for FC Goa. Now there is a chance for Delton, but Luis Barreto coming out and stretching his legs as well, almost catching Delton Colasso slightly. But again, the goalkeeper doing so very well. He was in behind, and Luis Barreto knowing exactly what he was doing, just leaving a bit of a trailing leg, the experienced goalkeeper. No love lost between any players here. So competitive is this Selvel Goa Pro League. Last year also at the top, just a few points separating the top 4-5 teams. Same so far this year. It's so tight and every game is important. So we're into the final 10 minutes here between VASCO Sports Club and FC Goa. As it stands, VASCO will go to 8 points. They will be tied with Sporting Club de Goa on points, on goal difference as well, but they have scored more goals. So they will be topping the league as it stands. Long ball dealt with well by Ahmed Das. Solid at the back so far. Have VASCO been, and Aditya now playing it towards Brito. Brito has some space. Ivan playing it towards Brito. There is a chance now for Ivan. Will he take a shot? He lines it up, he takes a shot, but it's well blocked. Brito with another shot, he takes it, and it goes straight into the hands of Luis Barreto, and so many of the shots have gone straight to him. But of course, whenever he has had a chance to show us his shot-stopping abilities, he has. But he takes it comfortably on that instance, and it looks like Bursal Oswin Vegas is down, but does not need any treatment. It's just a knock. Wasim now playing it out wide. Dishank plays the ball in. Kuldeep, as always, heads it away. Nevin Dias takes it well. And now we see Justin Cardoz has a chance to run. He's running down the right-hand side. He's got Joshua with him. Justin Cardoz plays it towards Francisco Fernandez. There is some space now, and quite a nothing ball. Actually, it seems like from Selvel da Costa, who shakes his head in disappointment because that was a promising chance for Vasco, and the ball sloppily given away now. It looks like both sets of players are a little tired. And another long ball being played, but nothing coming off it. Hansel Coelho making two really good saves. Apart from that, not being tested as such. As Captain Leslie Rebello tries to push his troops forward. Aditya plays it forward. Good 1-2 from him, but cleared away without any issues by the Vasco defense. Deep now into the second half. Dishank plays it. There is some space. It's a heavy touch from Brito. Got to do better there. Got to have more of a lighter touch, especially in those positions in the attacking third. And it's a very good header one by Joshua, and Savlon Fernandez not keeping it in. A bit of lazy football. Could have used his left foot, but eventually he does get a throw in. Which way will the pendulum swing here at the Duler Stadium? At the moment, it's right in the middle. It's on a balance beam. Which way will it tilt? So far, it's the goalkeepers that have kept it balanced. And a bit of a jittery move from Dishank. He did skip away from Fernandez. And another good tackle from Kuldeep. Been one of the standout defenders of this league. As we see Kevin Lobo, he's not even got it in him to get up and go towards the dugout. He's just sitting there. He's got a box office seat to this box office clash between two top sides. Now can FC Goa make something from this attack? It's Mevin Dice on the right. He's got some space for himself. He skipped past the challenges. And now there was a chance for Brito, who does not get a chance to shoot. And eventually, he brings a man down and goes down himself. And it fizzles out for FC Goa as we head into the final 5 minutes here in the Duler Stadium. Selvel just doing enough. It looks like it did come off Brito's hand, and that's why it was a foul called. Louis Barreto with those bright gloves, and he's had a very bright game. As he kicks the ball upfield. And another loose ball, just not convincing enough at the moment from either side. In the attacking third, Vasco usually so good up front. FC Goa as well, slotting in most of the chances that they get in the previous games. With a 100% record, are FC Goa. 2 games, 2 wins. Are they heading for a draw at the moment? And it looks like the goal scorer who has done most of the work for FC Goa in front of goal, Mevin Dice, has been replaced. But for now, there's a chance for Vasco. Francisco tidies it up. And Mevin Dice replaced by Malsam Muanga. The number 43, who's quick and zippy whenever he gets the ball. Here we see him with a bit of a loose touch, but does well with his head. FC Goa trying to break down this solid Vasco defense. You can see Kuldeep staying close to his man. He's let Bryson run now, and there is a chance. It is a shot being taken, but it's gone over the post, and you're going to have to be very, very good from so far out to test Luis Barreto, who's having a bit of an issue, asking for some treatment by the looks of it. Delton Colasso going on to his right foot, and it did set up well for him, but not well enough to keep it on target. As we see, 5 minutes have been added to the 90 minutes. We're into the business end of this game. Who's going to make the most of their opportunities, if they do get an opportunity? So much at stake here in this game. As we see the North Stand in honor of Lavino Ribeiro. Really loved football, and he would have loved this game. It's been so entertaining. As we see the VASCO bench waiting in anticipation to see if their side can go all the way today. Everybody wanted to catch the action here at the Duler Stadium. Luis Barreto seems like he's okay. People of all ages flocking to the Duler Stadium. And Kuldeep takes the goal kick because Barreto is in a bit of trouble. Hopefully he'll be fine for these final 5 minutes as FC Goa try to take the attack to VASCO. Will we see late drama here in the Duler Stadium? Bryson, who's been so good so far, as is Ivan Costa, as is Aditya, all playing passes, trying to get the better of VASCO. Not being able to on that occasion. Ball has been played away, but good piece of defending from Amit Das, who's been quite solid. Now Francisco just holding off his opposing captain, Mickey Fernandez, playing a bit of basketball there before someone gets onto the ball for a throw-in. And at one point this game was being played like a basketball game. Up and down, very good tempo to it. And now Selvel with some space, not really playing it into his captain's feet. Now FC Goa have a chance. Brito playing a long ball, but not enough to get past Amit Das. Oswin Bursal Vegas does very well there. And now there is some space for Francisco Fernandez. It's captain versus captain on the left wing. Can he get the better of Ribeiro? Francisco puts a ball towards the box. Can't really find anyone there. Justin Cardoz tries to get past Delton. It was a throw-in for VASCO, ball given away. And now we're into the final 90-odd seconds of this game. Will we see a goalless draw? Will we see some late drama here in Mapusa? Delton playing it towards Ivan Costa. Will he line up a shot? He decides to line up a shot, and for the second time today takes a shot quite far off target. And that could have been the last chance for FC Goa moving into the last minute here at the Duler Stadium. He did have a few options either side, did Ivan Costa, but he chose the wrong one. Luis Barreto setting the ball this time. Looks like he will be taking it. Taking his time as well. And slotting it, booting it upfield. It's missed by 3-4 players. Good header from Justin. And now Francisco Fernandez looking for the spectacular. He has scored a couple of very good goals this season, but that would have been absolutely impeccable if he caught a hold of that. And now there is a chance, but Kuldeep will wait for his keeper to come and take it, and that could just about be it in this evening's proceedings. As it stands, VASCO Sports Club will be heading into the break on the top of the table with 8 points, courtesy of their goals for. They are equal on points with Sporting Club de Goa. But for now, at the Duler Stadium, it has ended VASCO Sports Club nil, FC Goa nil. So what was a very interesting, exciting encounter eventually comes to a nil-all draw. The deadlock could not be broken despite of 77% possession, 15 shots from FC Goa, 8 shots on target. That means that there were 8 saves from Luis Xavier Barreto, who was the standout performer today for VASCO. Just the 2 shots on target from VASCO, but Hansel Coelho also bringing out some very good stops. Alson Fernandez with some brilliant shots from outside the box, as was Francisco Fernandez as well. But eventually nobody beating either goalkeeper. Look at the barrage of shots from FC Goa, 15 in total. Bryson was so good today, as was Jovial. Brito coming on later, taking a couple. Same with Ivan and Lal. And Delton and Dishank also trying their best to beat the experienced Luis Xavier Barreto. But he held on to his first clean sheet of the Selvel Goa Pro League season, and what better day to do it heading into quite a break. On the fouls front, it was Amit Das so solid in defense, making a few fouls. Even Warren Pereira doing so well at the back, along with Kuldeep and Vegas, all chipping in, making some tackles and also making some fouls. And 2 yellow cards for VASCO with Alson and Kuldeep. Many fouls from FC Goa as well, but eventually none of them going into the book. As we see these in-depth statistics shown to us from Instat. So at the end of an exciting game, and as we go into a 3 or 4 week break during the preparatory camp, it ends VASCO Sports Club nil, FC Goa nil. We'll see you after these few days of break. Thank you for watching. My name is Liam Bain, and join us after the break for Selvel Goa Pro League.